Steelers taking on the Cleveland Browns. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And off we go from Cleveland. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Kevin White on the tackle. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 20-yard line.
Now 2nd and 9. Here's Watson. Oh, his first throw of the season is intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. First down, here's White. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Looking to throw. Wheeler. This is White on the screen. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Rashad White. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers are on the board here first in the season opener.
And no matter how it comes about, when you get good field position, you have to make the defense pay. Short fields usually make for good offense.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Browns nothing.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fielded at the 33. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
At their own 39-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Wheeler. And his throw here's incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
To throw on 3rd down. Wheeler. And that is incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
That pass complete to Moore. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Here's Watson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the back 17-yard line. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
And that's That's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. To throw is Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Browns are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. 2nd quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football. As they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. Running out of the gun with White. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Wheeler. He'll get that out to the flat to White. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. Another completion there, and we think back to the draft in the spring. This franchise essentially handing him the keys to the operation, a top 5 pick. Charles, how ready do you think he is?
I think he's ready for the NFL in terms of size, speed, the makeup of him, the character of him. The key's going to be, will this team accept everything he brings to the game and adapt to it? Not just necessarily plug him into something that he doesn't do well.
They run straight ahead here with White. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3-and-out.
Throwing on first down. Wheeler. And there's a short one taken in by Otten. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Another completion there. And what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in his first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
On first down, Wheeler. Here's White. They set up the screen. And he's got some space here. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week one. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day one.
On first and 10, Wheeler. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing a shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now a 3rd and 6. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. 3rd down and 6. Back to throw. Wheeler. He'll dump this one off here to White. And the Buccaneers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball.
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rachaad White. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bucs have taken the lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On first down, it's Watson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his 2nd one.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. Opting to run again here with White. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up third and about 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Succop's kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again is Watson. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. From the 50, it's Watson. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
You can see the thought process there. With his speed, they were hoping he could pop one. Instead, the coverage was good, and they forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Watson. He's got his receiver, Cooper. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Throwing on first down. Wheeler. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight end.
Looks for White, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, the offense ain't really not been able to mount anything yet on that drive, and the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's no small return for a linebacker, partner. He took matters into his own hands and his legs on that pick. And once he had it, I don't think anyone on the field could have stopped him.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
It'll be a gain of 5, and now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
3rd and 3. He completes it to Evans. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. They'll run for it. This is White. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Backed up where they were on this side of the field. That was a gutsy call.
A gutsy call that never should have happened. Not so much them going for it. That's their decision. But where's the defensive front? Where's the leverage? Where's the low man wins? Where's getting into the offensive backfield and spilling the play? How did they permit them to pick up a first down in that situation?
They go right back to White here on first down. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And he takes this one back into the end zone. The Browns defense has a touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception returned for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially. So a net gain of 1 there. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. To throw again, Wheeler. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 22-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Wheeler. Throw left side complete. That's White. And they'll get this down to the 10. A solid pickup of 13 sets them up 1st and goal.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal. White. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
That was a huge play on 3rd down. So now what? Do you go for it? Do you trust your offense? Or do you want to play on your defense to try and get the ball back? Me? I'm going for it right here.
Succop's kick is good, and that will bring the deficit back down to 3. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Browns drive about to get started. 4th quarter, they cling to a 3-point lead after the field goal a moment ago. It's certainly a very critical drive with still a good chunk of time remaining. And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Here's 2nd and 3. And again, it's Chubb. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one. It might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll go up the middle with White. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
To throw on 2nd down. Wheeler over the middle, complete. It's White. And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards there and a 1st down. So a nice throw there. And CD, I have to think you've been impressed with what you've seen thus far here in his debut.
Now, you know me well. I have been impressed because what I've seen is him starting to understand how to play the game in a short amount of time. The dazzling plays, they'll come and with experience. But right now, we're seeing him handle the game, make all the smart plays, and the right reads.
White, he'll try the left side. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. That's White. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice, safe throw and a good one.
And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Succop's kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, the bad news, they had the turnover last time. The good news, their defense only surrendered 3. So now we are set up for a great finish all time here in the 4th. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. First play of the drive is success, 19 yards.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Watson's throw taken in by Cooper here. And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning. Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. Into the hands of Cooper, and he is going to have a Browns 1st down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Hauled in downfield. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They'll run with Chubb. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Watson. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
This is 3rd and goal. Now Watson. And this is a rocket pulled in by Cooper, complete.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. York able to send this one through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
This is 1st and 10. He's back to throw. This one taken in by Otten. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They had no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. They defer to White out of the shotgun.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sit through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. And he'll stop the clock with 5 seconds to go there on the spike. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. 4 seconds to go. This would send us to overtime. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
And he goes out of bounds after a solid return to the 45. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So conditioning going to be a factor here. Who can hold up to the test? It's overtime here in week 1. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
Now this throw caught left side, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here with White. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. As a fan of the NFL, for an opener, you can't ask for much more than this overtime in week 1.
I know it's hard to believe that some people may not have been watching our game, but I'll bet through social media they found out this one was snug and getting into overtime, and they flipped over here in a hurry. This is fantastic. If you're a fan of ball, you love these types of games.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 3rd and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
1st down, here's White. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And a costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security, and in overtime, so paramount.
Partner, do you ever wonder if maybe they talk about it too much?
Too much, yeah.
Doesn't seem like you can, but maybe by discussing it time and time again, and you know they overemphasized it here, that almost became self-fulfilling.
And any points beat them here. Field goal or a touchdown now. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now a throw here, hauled in. Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Nothing fancy really on either side. They were just trying to punch it between the tackles, but could not get it done.
That felt very old schoolish, didn't it? Because we always talk about how we spread it out on offense nowadays and try and create some running lanes. That one was really tight. Go get it. A big pile of bodies. Didn't quite get there.
everything here, we're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. Chubb. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. He needed less than a foot. He didn't get a whole lot more than that, but he did get the first down.
Well, he and his offensive line created enough push where if he was able to just fall forward as he was able to there, that would...
There he goes left side. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run-pass option.
And they're right down here looking for 6. They run it again with Chubb. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Now a timeout called for by the offense. That's their second and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. Well, the entire game coming down to this kick from Cade York. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And the Browns are going to win the football game. Well, Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home turf. And today, that mission was accomplished.
Look, every offseason, every preseason, the head coach goes in front of the team and says, the mission for the season, defend our home field every time, split on the road, and we'll be in the playoffs. That's why defending the home field is vital.
So for the Browns, they needed overtime to do it, but they get the Week 1 victory thanks to the field goal. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the
stand up. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro. You ain't got it like this. In my can't see straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Captain's armband, I'm making key plays. When I'm doing shows, gotta get all prepaid. What you? I'm on it, break, no side, no about these ways. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Starboy excellence. Them other guys irrelevant. They all on. Zoe Kravitz half white, half melanin. Baby face and a white gold tooth cap. I treat the waiter nice, she love that. I mix the blueberry pie. It's not what I wear, it's how I rock that. If I can buy that twice, I'll cop that. Sweet 110, spot that, chop that. Tryna lock me at to tell her it's not that. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay. Run it like relay, bro, you ain't got it like this. In my can't see straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. I'm a #1 like you say, set pace. Used to kick boot on the estate back then. T90s with the Levi's matching. Rips in the denim, that's classic. Beats get wrapped like Futamaki, that's a sushi roll. I'm a young CEO, gotta do as you're told. Gotta act your stat, gotta play your role.
Legends on 3, 2, 1.
Yes, I'm go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, please, please don't. Go that, go that, go that, go that, go that with me. Go that, 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 go that,
tango the weave. Only jumped in the front, see the play with the speakers. Let them might blast, judge I might dance.
Hey, DJ.
AYB, let pipe him up, bro.
They don't want no problems. Don't want no problems. They don't want no problems. Don't want no problems. All I know is when I ain't never took a L. But if I take a L, then you know I'm raising hell, huh? They don't want no problems. 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 All I know is when I ain't never took a L. But if I take a L, then you know I'm raising hell, huh?
Yeah, I ain't take no losses in a minute. Scored a touchdown through the critic. Came a long way from the trenches. Still be making plays in the trenches. I'm from New Orleans. I'm a saint with a demon in my head. Yeah, I told him chill. Lil' bro still spinning like a fan. Lord on my mama. He been playing like this since he was in college. So fast like a rocket. Part of the reason they can't stop him. You don't know how I feel. Come from nothing and turn up quick. You don't know how I feel. Turn them losses into a whip. Yeah, treat the beat like 4 down. Going for the dub. I ain't playing with them. QB to the RB. Big 4-9 serving hand to hand. Remain Jamal Chase. He the newest goal with the people saying. I'm still in the field. Ain't calling plays. Bill Belichick.
Yeah, where the outside that can smoke. Kick it off, no, we tryna score. Too easy, I'ma run it up with my eyes closed like Pat Mahomes. Red flag, I send him home. Hail Mary, I send him long. Another touchdown, hit the gritty on him. Gotta pull in that camera phone. H-time, throw the city up. I'm finna pick the play off like it's Xavier. When it's pressure, can't get out the pocket. Got the cannon on me, I feel like Brady. Chasing at the Lamborghini. We just barely getting started. Ay, catch a play, I'm like Megatron. You don't know nobody that can guard. You don't know nobody.
They don't want no problems. Don't want no problems. They don't want no problems. Don't want no problems. All I know is when I ain't never took a L. But if I take a L, then you know I'm raising hell, huh? They don't want no problems. 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 All I know is when I ain't never took a L. But if I take a L, then you know I'm raising hell.
What's the point of having if you ain't gon' use? She watch my games and play my music. I'm stuck in the game, I pray on lose. DJ with my neck, keep giving me bruise. They don't want these problems cause we ain't lose. I'm calling the plays, just gotta keep moving. Only option is win cause we ain't lose. Get a name in this game, you gotta be proved. All I know is loyalty for my team is what I stand on. It's simple, I turn the corner when got a sack and put my man on. Like magic, everything gon' turn to gold, I put my hands on. Just bought another lot next to my crib for me to expand on.
They don't want no problems. Don't want no problems. They don't want no problems. Don't want no problems. All I know is when I ain't never took a L. But if I take a L, then you know I'm raising hell, huh? They don't want no problems. 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 All I know is when I ain't never took a L. But if I take a L, then you know I'm raising hell.
It's that ground breaking. When I pull up, leave the ground shaking. Guess they ain't think I was gonna blow, they be like, how I make it. Talking like they finna stop something, it's go time, let's line it up. I've been ready to mop something the whole time, my stomach growling. I ain't gon' pick up for no 100,000. I need a Billy tryna go and buy the public housing. Yeah, cut that stove on, my name hot like fajita play. I don't need a break. Told my partner crank that to the meter break.
Like Mr. P, who want it? No limit, who run it? Dreadhead, cool runners. GMF, good money. New whip, 200. Soldiers with me, 300. If it ain't about the money, please don't count on me coming. No, they don't want no problems. These problems gon' be problematic. Don't want no smoke or no static. I don't do no dramatics. Them boys faker than plastic. I tell them jump in the bag, cause I've been in my bag. Speeding off in the Jag, yeah.
They don't want no problems. Don't want no problems. They don't want no problems. Don't want no problems. All I know is when I ain't never took a L. But if I take a L, then you know I'm raising hell, huh? They don't want no problems. 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 All I know is when I ain't never took a L. But if I take a L, then you know I'm raising hell, huh?
Why would I hold a man for ransom when my scope like Richard Branson? Since the basement making anthems over seasons with the man in black is teasing with my patterns. Pretty girl, she think I'm handsome. Just coasting through these mantras. I'm not bossing, I'm advancing. I'ma keep it moving, tryna be on before below. Wanna be intimate with soul, explore this war before I go. And that's some hours in my bench way. Now it's like work for 10K or cause it is 10 gamers. Bit insane in the membrane since them days where we raved for 3 days and 4 nights and took them red-eye flights, hot straight off the plane and through the back door off the